there's sweetness in sex. There's taste in sex. Some ladies are there, they are so beautiful, they are very curvy with big ass, but when you touch them, they are dry, internal. They don't wet.
They are not wet.
They don't get wet no matter how you do them.
They will never
They
be
are
wet.
dry. You might end up get bruises on your penis.
They are so dry you could
They
get
are so
bruises
dry,
on your penis.
like Kobe. You could end up getting bruises. Sorry for the word I just used, but let's.
Someone trying like Kobe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are some people, they might not be looking so fine outside,
But they are sweet.
but the moment they feel like you are trying to have an affair with them, they arouse.
Yes.
And when you enter there, you get soaked. And don't laugh, we are mature, we are trying to.
You become
So this is what I'm trying to say. So sometimes some women are there, they are fortunate to marry some good men, some responsible men that are rich or that are okay with them.
Yes.
And little things, a woman can just say, because you didn't buy me a car, I won't give you sex. Because of small confusion, they won't give them sex. When you starve the man like that for some time, he might end up meeting a lady outside. And when he meets that lady outside and he's able to have sex with that lady,
And he tastes it.
and if it's unfortunate that, or should I say fortunate self, if it's unfortunate that the woman outside is sweeter than you, you might end up sharing your husband.
Yes.
Your husband might be hiding. That's
That's
where some big men die before their wife get to know that they have children outside. They were flirting with other people. So sometimes, even if you and your husband fight, make sure that he doesn't taste somebody outside, because some people have sweetness.
No matter what you do.
You cannot say your own is the best one. So never let him think of trying elsewhere, because if you try the wrong side and get that sweetness, you might be surprised that he will be removing you and be putting that woman there.
Yeah. And it's happening. Yeah.
Yes.
But can man eat one food for the rest of his life? Let's be honest as men.
Yes.
Me, I know it's
normal.
difficult. It's highly impossible.
It's normal.
Once in a while you eat some other food. Once.
No.
Or twice. Or thrice.
Some foods are there when you eat. That's your downfall. You fall down.
Same way, the other food could be your
Some
eyes.
people are bad luck people. Some people are there. Even some children are there. They are not children ordinarily. They came through idols. Their mother could not give birth. They go to shrine to ask for children, and they give them. So when such children come, if the mother is wise, she needs to take the child for deliverance, and they will disconnect the child from the dark world. If not, whoever comes in contact with her, she can maneuver your life, your destiny, whatsoever, except you are also in a church that. So let's say you go and you sleep with such kind of children. The shrine could be a snake. Every shrine has a symbol, animal symbol, could be a snake. So you might be sleeping with her and your sperms will be entering inside the snake's mouth. And at the end, you use that sperms for
Rituals.
something else and for other things. And you might end up finding out later that you cannot give birth, but you don't know where it happened and how. That lady you slept with.
And now you can't even fish her out because there are many.
You see? So if you say, can you eat here, you get problems.
You get problems.
A lot of ladies have spirits because of things they buy outside. Example, you have an interview and you call people to come and sit and tell you how to get a good man or the type of man they want. Some people don't prioritize things. You see a woman will just come and say, I want a man who smells good. Is that your priority? Is that the first thing you should see?
But you need to smell good.
I'm talking about, if that is the priority, you think about, if you are looking for somebody, is that the thing you should choose first? No, just tell me, is that, come and say something, prioritize the things.
Prioritize the things.
Yes, you are talking about smelling good. To me, if you even bath and you are smelling key soap smell, it's fine to me. Do you need to put big perfume or whatever to get me? If you visit some of the witch doctors, they use perfume and powder them more, and spirits like perfume than even we human beings. So if they use these spirits to do this for girls and other stuff, you are the one that they will capture you earlier. And there are those marrying the wrong people and end up coming to say all men are the same. What the hell?
All men are not the same.
You see,
all women are not the
everybody
same.
and his mentality. You need to take care. You need to understand the kind of people that you are with them. You need to test them.
You need to test them.
Sometimes stuff you can even test your wife to poison somebody or to do somebody, just a test, or to do somebody wickedness and see
if she will respond.
If it's a good person, you say no, and you convince him and say, look, I will marry you, and this. If it's a good person, he will say no, no matter how, even if the relationship will break. He's a good woman.
It's a good woman.
If you want to know the kind of person she is, you can even do like go and establish a shop somewhere. Let the shop, put the shop in somebody's hand, and don't let anybody know that it's your shop. And let's say there's no work or something, and your wife is working there. Try to convince her to always steal some of the things and bring, and you eat. You take because it is not there, and see. Like you are suffering.
So if you establish a shop somewhere,
yes,
and find a way to make her start working in that shop.
Yeah, maybe or you can just pass through friends. You can, you know that he's looking for a work. You can pass through other people
to let her get
it, so that to be like you are not.
Yes, to be far from you, and you tell her to be stealing things.
To convince,
from
yes, and bring. If it's a good person, he will say no.
I can't.
But if it's a bad person, he will be bringing it. He will say because of love, but that is not the way. Love starts from love. You cannot even. This is not even love. I don't know how to explain. Do you get what I'm trying to say? This is not love, because love cuts across everybody. So you can't be showing somebody wickedness.
You can't be showing someone wickedness
and can't be showing your boyfriend love and say that's love. No, this is the selfish love, or it's just sexual love. That is, it's not genuine love cut across. So sometimes all these tests, you need to put these tests.
No, you are making a lot of sense.
We're asking some ladies about if you want to close your V, you want to make it tight. How do you do? Some people were saying some things. Some people were saying sit on hot water. Some people were saying always wash it with salt water. And so you see, I noticed all these things were wrong method. They are destroying the ladies. Salt is a preservative. When you put salt on meat or on fish, what happens? It shrinks. It pushes all the fluid outside and it makes it dry. It's a preservative. And the pussy is like fresh meat. The moment that liquid, that fluid that always comes, when it stays for long, is the one that smells. But sometimes people don't know and say that smell, no? They need to put medicine and they need to put wash it with salt. And when they wash it with salt, it will kill the cells that produce the fluid. And it will be dry. So you perceive smell again.
Yes. You won't perceive smell.
It's just like fresh meat. When you put a fresh meat down, you see fresh meat easily, if you don't cook it or preserve it, it easily smells. That is how it is.
So when you put the salt there, it will preserve it.
Yes, or you wash it, it squeezes it
and
kills
it
the
shrinks
cells that produce the fluid. And it's that fluid that makes it taste good.
So when that fluid is gone, you are no longer wet.
You see?
You will be small, but you won't be wet.
Yes,
you will be dry.
And the unfortunate part is that some people kill those cells and they don't wet. And again, they are so close. So in this way, you ruin yourself when it comes to penetration.
You are so close and you have killed the cells that will produce the moist.
Yes, the fluid, if you are close, the fluid makes it easier to enter, and that's the man enjoys the sex.
Yes.
Now you've killed the cells and you are still closed. What happened?
Now
bruises,
black.
Bruises and blood.
And then you have, excuse me to say, some village boys who use saliva. Who use start there, everything. Start there, everything is guilty. He will do like this.
And some people to say if you sit on hot water, you will get tight pussy.
Yes.
But it's not true. It's rather making you get open pussy. Because when your veins contrast,
yes,
it rather squeezes your body and it may give you tighter pussy.
Yes.
But when you sit on hot water, the veins, the blood is hot. It smells already. The veins expand. So what have you done? You rather open it.
But you are steaming it. But when you steam it, especially if you add small spices,
they should rather use cold water or ice water.
Cold water
or ice water.
Ice water. I think with hot water, they use it to kill the bruises. They use it to steam after they've gone for a night of.
Maybe they warm it. Is it
Shikafi is crazy. After they've gone for a marathon and the place is hot and burning, they come and sit on the hot water to steam. It is steaming.
Yes. So oftentimes, apart from infection and other stuff, sweet or delicious pussy smells if you don't wash it often because of its freshness the taste.
So always it is fresh and moist.
So some people are there, they can always.
So you are indirectly saying that when the pussy smells, it is sweet.
No, not in that. I said apart from infection.
Apart from infection.
Yes, but if you want to remove the smell as well, you need to always what?
Yes.
Put the clean.
But if we take the infections out.
Yes.
Sweet pussy is usually moist.
Yes.
And because it is usually moist,
yes.
If it's not clean, it smells
good.
So clean pussy or sweet pussy smells.
I cannot
Right, Vibes in $5 first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Ben Elavanyo. You can always call me. Big shouts to legend, big shouts to Eddie, Sat, Vanny, Tomiko, Brown, Desmond. The wise man has joined me. He goes by the name Shikafi. Yes, heavy name, man. A heavy name. Help me remember the name as the conversation goes on. If you realize that I'm finding it difficult to get the name, write it in the comment section. I know it's Shikafi. You know, Shikafi, but we have added the wise man to it for him because he's our big brother and we know he's wise. So whenever he speaks, we take it. So please listen to this interview carefully. Whether you are married or yet to marry, or you have plans to even marry in future, listen to this interview. Stop everything you are doing now and listen. Listen. We are about to share some key information about marriage. So please pay attention carefully. Shikafi, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Nice. This one they won't do libi labalaba. Let's go straight to marriage. You said that, I mean, before we started recording, so let me take it from there. We have normal marriage and Christian marriage. Okay, let's set the ball rolling.
So what I'm trying to say is there's conflict between marriage issues. The Bible says, or God says, we should marry before we can have sex. But in the other way, I see it to be good to have sex before you marry. When you have sex, you know what you are going to be eating till you die.
Yes.
But don't follow what I am saying. Always follow God's own because He's the master.
Hey, Charlie.
Forget about what I'm saying. I'm just bringing my suggestion.
You think that
yes,
it is better
yes,
to have sex before marriage.
Yes.
But the Bible says marry before you have sex.
Yes.
But then people shouldn't follow yours.
They should follow God's
what
own.
the Bible is saying.
Yeah, follow what the Bible is saying.
So do you follow what the Bible is saying?
Yeah, I would like to follow what the Bible is saying, but I wouldn't follow it. But I wouldn't be able to say whether I'm able to follow it or not. I can say yes, and tomorrow I fall. So I wouldn't be able to comment about this for now. So what I'm saying is that sometimes you can see a lady outside looking beautiful and everything, but what you want from the lady, you are not eating the beauty.
Yes.
It is sex that you are going to have with the lady.
Bottom line.
Yes.
Bottom line.
Yes.
It is sex.
Sex that you have with the lady. And sex, there's sweetness in sex. There's taste in sex. Some ladies are there, they are so beautiful, they are very curvy with big ass, but when you touch them, they are dry. Internal, they don't wet.
They are not wet.
They don't get wet no matter how you do them.
They will never
They
be
are
wet.
dry. You might end up get bruises on your penis.
They are so dry you could
They
get
are so
bruises on your
dry,
penis.
like Kobe. You could end up getting bruises. Sorry for the word I just used, but let's.
Someone trying like Kobe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are some people They might not be looking so fine outside,
but they are sweet.
But the moment they feel like you are trying to have an affair with them, they arouse.
Yes.
And when you enter there, you get soaked. And you know, don't laugh, we are mature, we are trying to...
You become them.
So this is what I'm trying to say. So sometimes some women are there, they are fortunate to marry some good men, some responsible men that are rich or that are okay with them.
Yes.
And little things, a woman can just say, because you didn't buy me a car, I won't give you sex. Because of small confusion, they won't give them sex. When you starve the man like that for some time, he might end up meeting a lady outside. And when he meets that lady outside, and he's able to have sex with that lady,
and he tastes it.
And if it's unfortunate that, or should I say fortunate self, if it's unfortunate that the woman outside is sweeter than you, you might end up sharing your husband.
Yes.
Your husband might be hiding. That's where some big men die before their wife get to know that they have children outside. They were flirting with other people. So sometimes, even if you and your husband fight, make sure that he doesn't taste somebody outside, because some people have sweetness.
No matter what you do,
you cannot say your own is the best one. So never let him think of trying elsewhere, because if you try the wrong side and get that sweetness, you might be surprised that he will be removing you and be putting that woman there.
Yeah, and it's happening.
Yeah. So that is it. So sometimes you have to, if you don't taste, how will you know that this is the woman? And this is not, so people who do not taste, or some people who taste outside and they see the difference in, that makes them stay outside.
Stay out. So they follow the Bible and not taste till they marry. After they have married, they now go and taste someone outside and they are gone. But when you taste and see that, this is the kind of sweetness, or this is the kind of thing I want, you maintain, always, it's just like food. Even if you are satisfied and they bring your favorite food, you cannot eat again because you feel like vomiting. Yes.
Have you experienced that?
Yes.
So that is how it is. If a man is always satisfied, he will not go out.
But we have men that no matter what you do, they will still go out. How about those men?
No, they go out because of some other things. Some women are there, they are sweet, but they have bad attitude, like annoying the man or doing things that the man doesn't want.
So there's always some other problem.
Yes.
So must it always be that it is the woman's inadequacy that's making the man go out? Can't it just be the man's habit?
Sometimes it is so. Sometimes it is the man need deliverance because he is initiated in a sexual spirit to be flirting.
Oh, do we have initiations like that?
Yes. To be flirting, because some people, some things are there that when you buy them from the market. Example, let's say wig or something like that. Some of them are made from the marine spirit. Some of them are people who are in the marine kingdom. Like people, you can be a physical person, but you have your spiritual life, and you build a company producing wigs. The spirit will let you do that things to initiate people.
Right.
You see.
Right.
So that is how. So if they can do that, and when somebody wear, some people, a lot of ladies have spirits because of things they buy outside. Example, we have an interview, and you call people to come and sit and tell you how to get a good man or the type of man they want. Some people don't prioritize things. You see a woman will just come and say, I want a man who smells good. Is that your priority? Is that the first thing you should see?
But you need to smell good.
I'm talking about, if that is the priority, you think about, if you are looking for somebody, is that the thing you should choose first? No, just tell me, is that, come and say something, prioritize the things.
Prioritize the things.
Yes, you are talking about smelling good. To me, if you even bath and you are smelling key soap smell, it's fine to me. Do you need to put big perfume or whatever to get me? If you visit some of the witch doctors, they use perfume and powder them more, and you know spirits like perfume than even we human beings. So if they use these spirits to do this for girls and other stuff, you are the one that they will capture you earlier. And there are those marrying the wrong people and end up coming to say all men are the same. What the hell?
All men are not the same.
You see?
All women are not the same.
Everybody and his mentality.
Why are people scared of marriage these days?
People are scared of marriage in different ways. Some people don't want to have children. Some people too are there, they are into occult, that when they marry, their wives will die. Some people are there, when they marry, their wife will die. When they marry, so because they know the consequences, they will not marry.
They will not marry because when they marry,
their wife will die. Or something will happen to them because when you go, that's why they say every spirit, when you go for help, it marries you. That's why they say we are married to Jesus. So when you go and you want to a shrine to help you, and they pour libation and initiate you, the spirit marries you, comes inside you, use you to do things that people will see it as wonders. You see the musicians, the celebrities, they can do some things. The spirit marries them and uses them to do things that people want.
Yeah.
And you know, most of the people are being used by Satan already, because majority is for Satan. Almost everybody has element of Satan. So this is an issue.
That's why people are scared to marry.
Yes.
One, maybe they're occultists.
Yes, one is when they are in occultism or spiritualities or some things, and the other one is about their property. Some people has worked so hard for their property, for what they have achieved. So they can't sit down to see somebody coming to share. They feel it's so painful. So people are always conscious. They feel like, you see people, you give birth here, but they are not married. Baby mama. They can give child support. But if they are not, can you go to ask the court to give you their property?
Because they are not married to you. But they don't mind giving child support because they have enough.
They don't mind. They are also having the children. After sex, they'll get the sex. But the name marriage, and you come and share my property, some people will not risk that.
Why? Some people, they are so attached to property than wife.
Yes, they have labored, they have suffered for it. They have suffered for it. Sometimes, if you want to marry, you need to sometimes disguise yourself. Make some things to test your partner. For instance, I have a sister who used to take care of me when I was in school. I had other family members, they have money, but they are not willing to help. So this sister used to help me. She was also a nurse, and she was taking allowances. So she always take all the nursing money to send to me to pay fees. And he would call me and said, this person, okay, Shikafi, you see, I'm drinking Lipton without milk, no bread. Why? I took all my money and gave it to you. I don't have money, so serious. So you see how we are doing, and tomorrow you'll be successful, and your wife will tell you not to help me. You see how it is? I nod my head, and I said, what she's saying is true. So in life, as I climbed up, I came and I was with a lady, and I want to know the heart of the lady, whether I should marry the lady or not. So I did like, I had a call and I laughed, and my lady asked why. I said, one of my friends has a problem, and he was saying, he was describing the issue to me, and what do you think the answer should be? So he said that he has a sister who took care of him. Without the sister, he wouldn't have been the one he is now. And now he has money to even buy a car for himself, but he said, no, I'm going to buy the car for my sister first, because without her, I wouldn't have been getting food to even eat, talk less of buying a car. And your boyfriend asks you, like,
what should he do?
Yeah, what will he do? My woman told me that, why? No, why will you buy a car for? And I'm there, and you don't have a car. And I said, but it's his own money. If he has the money, he's supposed to buy a car for himself, and later give you the old car and buy a new car. But he said he's not going to use the car. He thinks the sister is very important.
So he's buying it for his sister first.
The woman refused and said, never. If it's that, you should go and sleep with the sister. Many ladies fail this question.
This test. They fail this test.
They fail this test. This tells you that
so we should examine them with this test.
Yes. This shows you that this woman, when he comes inside, when he joins you in your family, he will cause confusion. I asked one lady, and even my younger sister who doesn't know, and my younger sister said, you said it is through your sister who you are today. And buying a car for her, you say no. If it wasn't your sister, the lady wouldn't have even loved you, because if you are not who you are today, the lady wouldn't have even accepted your proposal.
But it is also possible that if you are not who you are today, she might have accepted your proposal.
It is the probability is low.
The probability is low, I agree.
Yes.
But it is possible.
But if you are a lady who is coming in without the intention of property and material things, what is car? Just ask, daddy or your baby, will that give you peace? Yeah. Do it for him.
Do it for her.
As long as we are eating, are we not paying our utility bills? Are we not? What is your problem? So you are able to know. Sometimes you need, women and men need to test the level of the level of patience their guys have, or women their ladies have.
You know,
some people's anger could kill you
Some people's anger will kill you.
Yes, because they don't forgive easily. And some people, when they are angry, they want to destroy everything. They want to. So sometimes you can disguise yourself, cause problem, and see how the problem will be solved. The good ones, it will work like that. You see that he's not happy, but the bad ones, they will react. So this is, but we don't do that. The moment we just see the going are good, and immediately we have money now, we want to buy material things. We want to show that we are successful. But these things invite bad people, wicked people, envy, jealousy.
But because of bad people, wicked people, envy, jealousy, if you have your own money, which you genuinely work for, you shouldn't buy what you want to buy.
Sometimes that's why the fact that you have money to buy a car doesn't mean buy a car. Sometimes,
what should you do?
I'm coming. Sometimes some people can use their money to buy something that will take them to death.
It is there.
Some people buy a car.
It could be even food. It could be food. Yes.
Some people buy a car and they use the car to get accident and die.
Yeah, but
if you know that you would die through the car, will you buy the car?
You won't buy it.
So sometimes it's not in a rush. And sometimes people are being poisoned. Just look at the guy they poisoned with Sobolo, that student who did quiz.
Yes.
What? Just that intelligence or something that because of that. What else? So some things like that, you need to take care. You need to understand the kind of people that you are with them. You need to test them.
You need to test them.
Sometimes you can even test your wife to poison somebody or to do somebody, just a test, or to do somebody wickedness and see
if she will respond.
If it's a good person, you say no, and you convince him and say, look, I will marry you, and this. If it's a good person, he will say no matter even if the relationship will break. It's a good woman.
It's a good woman. So such a woman, do you later tell her that it was a test, I'm testing you, so that she doesn't go about telling people that
you can
he wanted me to kill someone.
It's an assumption.
Yes, I agree.
It's an assumption.
Yes, I agree.
And you can use a different thing. And before that, you can do a pre-recording of it.
Okay.
So that after that you play to prove that you were
you were just letting her, just a prank.
You might not just use that kind of thing, but use any other thing
to test her. Can you also test her with loan to say she should give you loan, she should give you some money?
No. Don't use such thing like loan. No. If you say loan, she should give you loan, it's not a test for her. She's testing you like that. You say a woman, no, don't take money with ladies.
If she becomes my wife, she should be able to help me in times of need, isn't it? If I ask her for loan as an exam, if she gives me, then I take it. If she doesn't give me, then it was an exam.
You could even do the test like, if you want to know the kind of person she is, you can even do like, go and establish a shop somewhere. Let the shop, put the shop in somebody's hand and don't let anybody know that it's your shop. And let's say there's no work or something, and your wife is working there. Try to convince her to always steal some of the things and bring, and you eat. You take because it is not there and see. Like you are suffering.
So you establish a shop somewhere.
Yes.
And find a way to make her start working in that shop.
Yeah. Maybe you can just pass through friends. You can, you know that he's looking for a work. You can pass through other people
to let her get
it, so that to be like you are not.
Yes, to be far from you. And you tell her to be stealing things from
convince,
them.
yes, and bring. If it's a good person, he will say no.
I can't.
But if it's a bad person, he will be bringing it. He will say because of love. But that is not the way. Love starts from love. You cannot even. This is not even love. I don't know how to explain. Do you get what I'm trying to say? This is not love because love cut across everybody.
So you can't be
showing somebody wickedness.
You can't be showing someone wickedness
and can't be showing your girlfriend love and say that's love. No, this is the selfish love or it's just sexual love that is. It's not genuine love cut across. So sometimes all these tests you need to put these tests.
No, you are making a lot of sense.
You need to put this test. Yes. So I was able to put this test and push my girlfriend away. I disconnected myself.
You disconnected yourself?
Yeah.
When she told you not to buy the car for your sister.
And told me that then I should go and sleep with my sister.
So that one was way below the belt.
So these are the kind of ladies that when you are having them, you marry them and finish, they can now starve you. They can deny you sex.
Yeah.
And when they deny you sex, it's inviting other things to come.
Yeah,
you can even go out to another girl outside there. And somebody said it could be somebody's boyfriend, somebody's girlfriend. And the boy will come and see you and get angry and start killing you or something. People are killed through that.
Yes.
You see how the people are killed through that.
Yes.
Just girlfriends.
So they shouldn't starve the man.
Starving the man is no.
It's no.
Yes.
I mean sexually.
If the man is not starving you food and other things and it's just like I want this and you say I don't have it now, you might see that money is even there. You might see that he's counting money. But some monies are the principal money, not profit.
So he can't give you.
He can't
You will
spend
see
it.
him counting the money.
Yes.
And we have ladies that anytime they see you with money, they have something you need to buy.
Yes.
Anytime they see you with money, they have to request for something. Why are you laughing? why is that? It's like once I said it, yeah, started and they started laughing. Once they see you, you are there, you are normal. But once they see you with money, all of a sudden something has to be bought.
Yes. Most important in marriage is you need to always ask God again before you go into marriage. And again, if you are going to divorce, you need to ask God. Because God said only sexual immorality that you can separate. Aside that, any other thing. That means even if your woman slap your mother,
yes,
don't
divorce her.
Good, but people don't understand this. Again,
but if woman slap my mother, I'll divorce her.
I'm just saying.
I nearly thought that, but my soul won't rest.
I'm just saying.
My mother, my father, my sister. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No. I know you are just saying. No, yeah, I just want them to know before they come.
But the truth is that
if you slap my mother, you
are a Christian. Look, there's difficulty and there's pain in Christianity.
Yeah.
You need to always ask the will of God first. If you always follow the will of God, you get problems.
Yeah. So in this case, we go say keep it. If she slaps your mother,
situation can happen that you want to marry a lady, you go and test, and the lady is having HIV. But when you ask God, God will say that's your wife. You cannot. I'm telling you, God will say that's your wife.
Or HIV is different in the eyes of God.
In different ways. Your wife could even be an ashawo, or could be different. He can put a different attitude, or let's say a woman could see that his boyfriend is an armed robber, but when you ask in the name, in the light of God, God will say that's your husband. Stay there.
Stay there.
Why? This has caused a lot of people to even die. Some women will have little issues with their husbands. My husband is cheating. My this, and they leave their husband and run and follow Boga abroad. They end up going abroad. Something happened. The husband killed them and killed himself.
Yeah.
Something, you leave this man and run to another person. That person is a drug dealer. So he will say, okay, carry this thing, this plantain, and go and give it to my auntie here. Meanwhile, you go and they catch you and jail you. So in every situation, God has something to say.
God has a say in every situation.
Yes.
And when he says it, listen.
Listen. Because the way you are is better. Because Satan can already be preparing somebody for you. And he will come and influence you. Leave your husband. Look at this. Are you not feeling shy? People are looking at you. That's Satan's voice influencing you to leave. But he has already prepared another guy waiting for you. The minute you leave, you will meet up with that guy. It will be worse than that. So sometimes there's a say.
You are making a lot of
there's a say. So me, for instance, as I'm saying, I have not. If I say some things here, it looks like I'm promoting it, but I have to reserve it. I have to.
No, but say some so that at least we know how real you can get.
If my wife, if I marry my wife and later I got to find out that my wife has slept with somebody or has given birth and it's not my child, before I even divorce, I'll still ask God
whether you should or not.
God
should be the center stage.
Period.
And if God says stay, stay.
I'm telling you, some single mothers are out there. People don't like single mothers. They want single ladies who doesn't have children. But some single mothers are there. Single mothers are even signs that they are giving birth. What about the one you don't even know whether he's giving birth or not? Maybe he has aborted and or there's an attack. She cannot give birth. You understand? Some single mothers, out of that, they are able to learn sense. Maybe they were not, but they are able to learn sense.
Become better people.
But the new ones will not know. Unless I said try and error. They are like try and error.
Yeah.
Sometimes they need to come and learn sense.
Yes.
Some single mothers too are so good. It's just that the man they were with were just foolish men, or
they were bad men.
Bad men or something like that.
Yeah.
You see?
So it's good to ask God in everything.
Even when it comes to divorce, no matter how the situation, if not, sometimes anger is of Satan. And Satan, when Satan puts anger, he gives you decisions or tells you what to do. And when you do it, he has already prepared something somewhere waiting for you.
So he uses the anger as a stepping stone.
Yes.
To cause you to exit.
Yes. And you go
to where he has prepared for you.
And there's it could be your life. Some women are there, the moment they see that you are not happy with them and there's a threat like you might leave them. And sometimes when you have property, people call it japadi. That thing alone, some people are so much into it, they'll kill you.
Some women are so much into it.
They'll kill you.
They'll kill you. When they start suspecting that with what is going on, there's a likelihood that you might want to divorce them.
Yes.
They will kill you. Especially so that they can take all.
Especially those force work, and they know that when you die, they'll keep on taking your salary and watching the children. Some people,
like security services,
when they get that advantage they want, they will just
finish you.
So sometimes I say you need to test people the more. And sometimes even before you marry, that's why I say you need to ask God.
But is the test enough? Some people are intelligent, they can pass all the tests.
You test and you ask God. He cannot pass God. That's what I'm saying. You see, I didn't remove God. Yes. You can pass all the tests, but you cannot pass God.
And because, like, really, there are people who can pass all these tests. Like,
yes.
Like they are so experienced with this movement such that when you start, they know this guy could be, he's up to something. They'll play along.
Yes.
Oh, you throw it here. Oh, she knows. She plays along. And then you think, oh, she scored here, she scored there. You marry her, then true colors start.
That is why I'm always saying everything is the center. That's why I said don't follow my way, follow God's way. Because God's way is always the best. When God gives you the go ahead, He's giving you the assurance. He will make sure everything is already
so, but why do people kill people for properties? Like this thing, I don't get.
The desire. Some of them is their mothers. Some mothers are wicked.
Oh,
yeah.
Shikafi.
Some mothers are wicked. That's why I said before you even marry, you should see some things. You see a woman, she's not married. The mother is not married. She's there. Maybe she give birth. Yeah. She's not with the father. The children too like that. And you see one of them you want to marry. My brother, these are signs. But if you doubt, get clearance from God. God knows the best.
But is it always the case that if the mother is no longer with the husband, the sister also has children with men that she's not with? Is it the case that then everybody else in that chain is likely to be the same? Aren't there exceptions to the rule?
That is, it's either a character the mother passed to them, or it's a curse that is following the mother and it's not
breaking.
It's not broken. So you need to. That's why I said you need to just leave or you confirm, get clearance from God.
If God says,
if it's a curse, God will break that curse and give you clearance.
And yours will be a different case.
Yes.
It might be difficult for them, but in your case, you won't experience what they are experiencing.
Yes.
There are situations like that.
Clearance. Some things are, some mothers who have done something, some mothers could do something and they will not know that this will come after them. The thing is that you can never key in yourself into the dark world and just come and say, I've left the dark world and they will leave. No.
They won't leave you.
Because you always go for incantation and initiation. You have to go for deliverance for them to remove you back to factory set.
Yes, they have to clear everything they have in you back to factory setting.
Yes.
When you want to leave the dark world, they have to give you clearance.
I'm telling you. So those satanic people who initiated you, you have to now go to men of God to deliver you. But people don't understand. They feel like I was doing this, I'm no more this. No,
I'm no longer doing it. It is with you. It is in you.
Yeah, it will destroy your things. It will follow you. It will use you to do a lot of evil things.
Do mothers put bad mind in their daughters' mind? Fathers could also do, but mothers is more. Like you are going to marry. What are some of the bad minds mothers put in their daughters' minds when they are going to marry?
Sometimes, let's say, these local women or our old mothers, because they've stayed in marriages for long and they've seen ups and downs, they see the fighting, the problems, and finally they are able to give birth successfully. For these kind of women, when their children marry, they advise their children, and they keep advising their children will be giving problems, say don't worry, to be solved, do this, do that. But some of the women who feel like, I don't have anything. Now, this man has something, and my child is married to him. You just never feel like
it's the marriage and come on.
Me, I didn't marry. Am I not living? Didn't I take care of you? But he was not able to take care of them through sweat. It was all just indirect prostitution and that kind of. It's just by grace of God that she's still alive to see his children. Some other women tried and they died. And their children are young, scattering. That's why you see our single mothers at home. They are sick and they are buying medicines, hospitals, and they end up dying. So that is the advice. And some of them, because of property, you say,
because when you come, they will split the properties.
Yeah, if the mother knows that if you leave the marriage, there's nothing beneficial to them, you advise you to leave it. But if you know that if you leave the marriage, you can file for them to give you the man's property and this thing. People always want somebody's things to be their own. So this is what mothers can advise their daughters. Bad women are there. So sometimes it's very difficult to marry someone that the mother is not married. It's very difficult because the mother might be giving bad advice. We have other mothers. I'm not promoting violence.
Yes.
But we have our mothers and other people that are with, if the Zongo or the local or some northern or even some Ewe women are there, they marry their husbands, they still receive slaps, but they are still with their husband. I'm not promoting violence.
Yes.
But I'm trying to tell you
endorsing violence.
Yes.
We won't endorse it.
But they still feel like there's a need to what? To still be. They cannot be running out. Some people are there, will be insulting each other, but they are still there. They are able to be successful, give birth to children, and this. You see? So some people are there, maybe mere insult from the husband, or this, they say this, but the one you are running out, you are running to go and meet the worst one. Somebody that may take your life. That's why I say, even if they slap. Sometimes if we say, human rights people and these institutions will rise against you. But I'm more into godly area.
Into godly area. So if you are in a marriage and you are even chopping slap, and God says stay in it, stay in it.
Stay in it. Whose will?
God's will.
God's will or your will?
But will God ask you to stay in a marriage in which you are chopping slaps?
Sometimes he knows what is better for you. He knows what is good for you. Haven't you seen some situations that God will say, don't worry. Other things, and you see situations that the place will be so rowdy, and God will say, don't worry, it will be okay. Don't worry, it will be okay. Sometimes it could just be a spell and God is willing to cast the spell out. It could just be some things, God is fixing it, or God is even on his way to fix it. Some woman could be there, she doesn't stay at home. She's doing some things outside. And you see, maybe she's a prostitute or she's going outside and you want to stop her, you can't. You ask God, God will say, don't worry, I'll fix it. He didn't ask you to divorce. Say, don't worry, I'll fix it. So what happens? She goes out, go and meet a ritualist. He reaches somewhere. The ritualist want to kill her. She see death like it, but God save her. From there, that's the end of it. And that God has used this near-death scenario to stop her from going out. It would have been better than when you leave her, you might go and take somebody who will not be a prostitute, but is somebody that little fight, he'll poison you and kill you. Which one is better? Choose one of them.
The prostitute is better.
You see, so sometimes we don't know what we are going for. That's why always the will of God.
Little fight, she'll poison you and kill you.
I'm telling you.
And we have people like that.
It is happening.
Charlie.
It is happening.
In marriages.
Some may not want the poison because they may check and catch them and they'll be in problem. So they use the spiritual way.
To go and see spiritualists.
And they'll kill you spiritually. And you see, that's why I say people need to always
check before you marry.
And even you need to always get a living church, spiritual church, and join. Don't just wake up and start going to these churches that American will just wake up, just start forming a church like an NGO. A church is not an NGO and start putting pastors there and be paying them without the Spirit of God. What are you doing? This dangerous time, you are opening a church without power. How do you save people? Because that's why people, a lot are dead, a lot are suffering, a lot should have been rich by now, but they are not rich because they are under bondage, they are captured, but their pride, like they don't recognize men of God. And there's a reason why God also brought men of God. If you think if men of God were not important, God wouldn't have brought them.
God wouldn't have brought them.
Don't let anybody just tell you that go inside your room and pray. God will answer you. It doesn't work that way. God said it, but as I told you that in the Bible, some things are there. When the youth or people just want to copy what is inside the Bible, they might die. Why? Because it's a package. Jesus said, if you believe in me, and I said the belief is works. Do you get what I'm saying? Not just I believe. No, belief is work.
You have to internalize.
Yes.
Do the work.
If you believe in Jesus, Jesus said, don't fight, you won't fight. Don't steal, you won't steal. Love, you will love. Do this, you will do that. After you are done that all, and Jesus said, pray without ceasing, and you do that, then when you now go and pray, it will work exactly as.
Yes.
But you don't do the works and just say, I believe.
I trust, I believe.
It doesn't work that way. And he gave them power and authority to cast out demons. and you didn't do your work, and you know the Bible said, and Jesus gave them authority. Have you received the authority? And you are going to the demon to cast them out? This is the problem. So some things are in the Bible. If you follow it, you will die.
You have not received the authority.
And it's not that it's bad.
Because you have gone to the demon.
And it's not that the Bible is lying, but the Bible is deep.
It's deep. It's a package.
That's what I'm saying. The Bible is a summary of its basic information that you can use the Bible to read, pray, and gain the Holy Spirit and invite the Holy Spirit to come. Now, when the Holy Spirit will come, it will now tell you more things that's not even in the Bible.
In the Bible, yeah.
Because now, if I'm going home right now, the Holy Spirit could tell me, don't take this road, take this road. He knows why I should not take this road. If I take this road, it could be the car I'm entering, accident, I will die. But inside the Bible, is the Bible telling you that when you go to La Paz, you go to 575, when you are going home, don't pass here?
No, it won't say it in the Bible.
But the most important thing is when the Holy Spirit comes, it will tell you everything and more. The Bible is just basic information.
The Bible is basic information.
Yes.
So you are saying that before we marry, we should test our girlfriends.
Yes.
Girlfriends, test your boyfriend.
Test them in many ways.
Test them use many ways to test them.
Yes, you can even give them money and say, baby, keep this money for me. Tomorrow when you go and see, the money might not be there. You start telling you, my auntie, oh, somebody stole it, different ways.
But on a real, man,
you can test their loyalty. Yeah, loyalty. You can test their, when it comes to, I don't know, patience. When it comes to finances. When it comes to betrayal, whatsoever you think you can test it. You can even let your friend or set somebody abroad date your girlfriend or flash your girlfriend with money and see
if she will fall or not.
Yes,
maybe if he is not her spec, she won't fall, and you might think you have won.
No, I said different things.
Or you understand more boys.
Even if it's a genuine lady and she doesn't like the man. Even the man to give her money, she won't feel, her conscience will not permit. But even a woman who feels like, you might be a person to heal that.
Yes.
Genuine is genuine. There's no need like.
There's no libi about
There's no like, I was here. I didn't, you came, you brought yourself. You see some ladies are like that. Genuine is genuine.
There's nothing like you brought yourself. And maybe I was my somewhere. So test them.
Test them.
Give her money. Tomorrow will come and say, give me the money. If she tells you story,
not only that, a lot. You can test them.
You mentioned some, open a shop, tell her to be stealing for you. If she brings the things, know that this woman, she can't be. Or tell her that, Charlie,
you know the kind of woman you want.
So the way the thing have do, I'm HIV positive. What's up? Will you stay with me or you leave me?
If it's real love,
she will stay.
She says
even if you have HIV positive, she will stay. Once she says she's leaving you, know that if inside becomes tough, she's likely to go. Oh, I've lost my job. Yes. I've lost my everything.
A lot of people now their marriages have broken because some of them were working with the banks and other stuff.
And then their money is
when a man is broke. When a man is broke, this is very important. When a man gets food to eat and gets sex, he forget about his problems easily.
When a man is broke,
and gets
food to eat and gets sex, he'll forget about his problems easily.
But if he doesn't get that, there are a lot of things in his head. But so women are supposed to be people that when you find yourself in that situation, they should always find a way to postpone your thoughts, like your thinking, instead of you thinking, to postpone it to another. Postpone it, no?
Yeah.
They rather now tell you that you don't have money, you don't deserve sex. It now brings another calamity. It's natural, you also have that urge.
You have to eat it.
You understand?
It is that will keep your mind calm.
Yes.
But she will tell you don't have food. Why do you have libido?
You see how it is?
Hey, Charlie. A man's problem is big.
That is the fact.
A man's problem is big.
So a lot of people compile issues.
You are not working. You are not earning money, but you want sex.
Some things are there if I want to say, and it's fact. But if you say, I say the other institution, they will end up, they will not understand what I'm just saying, but they will say you are promoting some things. I don't want to because
you don't want it because
institutions will come and say this.
No, let them say. They have the right to say, just as you have the right to also say. Forget institutions. Is it good for a single man to marry a born one or born two before we go?
It's okay, depending on if she has all the qualities or she passes all the tests you've given her, and you get clearance from God.
I'm asking this question because majority of men don't want to marry women with children because of the problems that they bring and they have faced.
But it's somehow better, as I said, if she passes all
the test, that is fine.
Not only the test, don't forget about the clearance. That's
from God.
That's the
from God. Because they say they always go back to their baby daddies. They still have low-key things with their baby daddies.
So God cannot deceive you when you get the clearance.
When you get the clearance.
But your mind can deceive you.
Yes, it's true.
So sometimes there's good in single mothers.
There's good in single.
Even mothers that have 7 children,
yes.
If she passed the test and God says yes, she'll be useful to you,
marry her.
Some women are king makers.
Some women are king makers.
Yes. Yeah. They can't be a king.
Yes.
But they can make you a king.
Yes. Hey.
So sometimes that's why I tell you to ask God. Some people have drove their wives away, and they've lost everything. All their business has started to crumble.
And they won't understand.
They won't understand.
They won't even know.
Yes.
That is the absence of the woman.
Yes, some people are there, they have luck.
And the woman is there.
Favor.
She's not doing anything like
they won't get themselves, they won't do anything on their own.
And it's not as if she's bringing money to help you or giving money. But she's just there eating and sleeping.
Giving that favor.
And taking care of your
that
kids.
marries you will get that favor. So sometimes that's why I said your wife could even commit adultery, cheat outside or what. Ask God first
for God to give you clearance.
If not,
you divorce her.
You prefer later than my wife. Fuck people. Let the money come.
Yes.
You understand? Just ask God.
Yes.
Charlie, when God gives the clearance, it's very, very important.
This point is very key.
And some women are guide to your life because some women are there. Everything you tell them, they'll advise you, and most of their advice could be inspiration from God. Some advices are not. Some advices are inspiration from God. So you might want to do something that may even lead to your death, and your woman will say, "I don't see this clear." Even when you sleep, no, God will reveal it and say, "Honey, I don't see this. When I slept, don't do this," and He has saved you. Some people will end up driving them away, and they'll go and crash too. So key thing.
Some women are kingmakers.
Yes.
Even if she has 7 children, marry her. You let me I beg, be clear on what I'm saying. But why do you run away from it? No, I mean, if she passes all the tests, and she has 7 children, and she get clearance from God, marry her.
If not, the single people are there. They are daughters of Jezebel. They are other from. If you joke with them, you won't live long. Some women too are married in the spirit. They have a spiritual husband.
Yes.
If you want to marry and you don't go for clearance, and clearance can be deliverance.
Yes.
That spirit would kill you. That's why women marry and their husband die. Women marry and their husband die.
Yes.
Or men marry and their wives die. Men marry their husbands. If you keep on doing it, yes. So the clearance is most important. If not,
you go, you marry, and then you will die. What I fear most is someone with unforgiving spirit. They are the people that can poison you. Because if you know you are stubborn, you know that you definitely, make things pain her. Then she won't forgive you, then she'll poison.
A woman who cares easily.
Those people they are
God will do this. Yes. The woman doesn't know that she's destroying you and destroying herself.
Yes. Small thing cares.
Because
small thing cares.
You see?
Those people, stay away from them. Stay away from women who will not forgive easily. Stay away from people who cares easily. Stay away from them, because as you are human, you will definitely do something that will pain her.
Most importantly, if you marry, be in a living church, a spiritual church, because if your wife changes at any time, sometimes before the thought comes, God has already seen it, and you get a warning in the church. God will tell the shepherd or the prophet to warn you about pending situation. Don't say, okay, this prophet, okay, there are those destroying homes. Just be careful.
Just be careful, yes. Don't listen and be careful.
Yes, don't be careful. Me, for instance, if a prophet call me right now and say, I see you don't pass here. Why will I pass there?
Don't pass there. Just don't.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Not to do stubbornness and this. You see,
Shikafi, we'll wrap up here.
Me, for instance, I'm just some kind of guy that I'm not the regular type of guys. And sometimes some ladies might not understand me. Me, for instance, I don't like going to funerals. I don't like going to parties. I don't like going to weddings. I will not celebrate my birthday. I will not celebrate my child's birthday. You understand? I agree to use those monies and take care of my younger sister who...
But you join Alpha Hour?
No, I don't join Alpha Hour. Even though it's a man of God, but I don't join Alpha Hour. There are more options. There are other men of God.
Hours that
some people are there, they might be following Alpha Hour, but their glory or their blessings is not going to come from Alpha Hour.
Yes.
Because every man of God and those God has ordained. So you can be following him
to bless.
You can be following man of God. Yes, you are praying. It's good to pray. When you pray, you are building faith and you are growing in God. Yes, it's good.
By your
but
glory,
when you go and meet the right man of God, you just say in the name of Jesus. And tomorrow, no, bam, say the contract we are not giving you, we've given you.
What he's saying is true.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's true.
So some men of God are there, people are insulting them and fighting them. But that is where their blessings are. So they will continue to remain there.
Yeah. Yes. We outside, we are insulting them and insult, but their members are still there.
Just as I said, some prophets, no matter how sinful the sin they do, the anointing is still there.
Yes.
It is not you to choose, or it's not just go. And it's a man of God. Go. Take your blessings and leave him with God.
God will deal with him.
Period. Are you the judge now?
But why don't you go to funerals?
I don't go to funeral because let me say, God has some element or something he has deposited in me that he's so conscious about my safety. He doesn't allow me to be going where people are. If you look, how many men of God do you see them moving around anyhow? Party, wedding, club, and this thing. Even though they have the anointing, but God doesn't permit them like that. Before they go, they take clearance. I'm going to funeral, God, and God gives them clearance. If you just start walking anyhow, don't think like God anointing is on you, so you can do anything. Satan is working day and night trying to destroy you.
You said that anytime you have sex, your power drops.
Yes, sometimes. Anytime somebody, don't say me. If you say that somebody, generally, if you look like a man of God,
including you, if you have sex, your power drops.
Ask men of God. Me, I don't have power now. Ask men of God.
And men of God, when you have sex,
even though they are married, when they have sex, their power drops. That's why they have to always go fasting. That's why I see some men of God are there. They don't give birth much, or they don't. Sometimes their wives will not, because they don't like the affection and stuff. Sometimes their wives divorce them because Jesus needs more attention in such a way that if you don't take that and know that I have a wife, and you don't give the wife attention, your wife will leave you.
So why do you marry?
Yeah,
if you have the attention for Jesus.
Procreation and to cut that sin, because it's sin when you are not married and you have sex.
Yes.
But when you are married and you are having sex, I didn't say it's a sin.
It's not a sin, but your power drops.
It makes you. So that's why some fasting could be there.
So what is it in sex that drops the power?
Because of the flesh, I don't know, the flesh desire or something like that. It's just like...
Because God ordained sex.
Yes,
but cleared it for us.
But he feels like it is on... You see, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not able to I'm not inspired.
I get you, no problem. God ordained it and cleared it. He gave us clearance
to marry. But when it comes... When it comes to God, you have to leave a woman aside.
And just do God. Shikafi, we'll end here.
No questions?
No, we'll end here. We'll end here. So it doesn't become extreme. Yes, Sat, what should I ask?
Recently, the Alpha Hour man talks about celebrating
birthdays. Yes.
Is it bad?
Recently, the Alpha Hour man spoke about celebrating birthdays. Sat wants to know, is it good or bad? And doing photo shoots.
No, it's not bad. But I'm saying... I will not do that because of my protection. God is so much concerned about me. That's what I'm saying. How many men of God, even those having the anointing, you see them moving anyhow. And one thing people don't know is that you are a weakling. How many times do you pray? Your relationship with God is not anything to say. And you are letting people know the date of your birth. This is what spiritual people use to know your spiritual realm or your inside, how to attack you. They need your name or your birthday.
And they are done.
They can see what will happen when you go tomorrow and to attack you. So sometimes it is not how many people have been poisoned during birthday celebrations. If they knew that, would have they go? Some things are there. I'm saying you don't need to cut them off. They say if your hand will give you trouble, cut them off. Doesn't mean that it is bad, but it is protecting you.
It is protecting you.
Men of God, they don't go out anyhow. They don't. Not wedding, not funeral, not this, even their own friends. So my friends used to tell me that you didn't come to my mother's funeral. If your mother dies, I said, don't worry. Provided you don't break our relationship, but you can pay me back when my mother is dead and you don't come. But don't break our relationship. That is just me. Funeral, I don't go. Party, I don't go. Birthday, I don't go. Why am I not going to celebrate my children's birthday? If you let your child get used to birthday, some people are there now, they don't even have money. They don't even have anything. But yet they always want to kill themselves. Some women are there, they can do prostitution to make money just because they want to celebrate their birthday.
I know people.
You get it?
Yes, I know a brother of mine. Hey, that guy.
Hold on.
Everyone is also laughing.
And you know, one of the tools and weapons that Satan used to kill us is gifts. Material things.
Hey, you see, material things. Yeah, this brother of mine.
Somebody birthday and they'll bring you gifts. Do you know where they are from? Some of them take them to the coven and bring them. Immediately you take it, you use it. 1 week later, you start seeing symptoms
that
of
brother
malaria.
of mine, he doesn't joke with his birthday. His birthday, no matter what, he could be on a sick bed.
Yes.
There will be party.
Yes.
If he has to borrow to make it happen, he will borrow.
Yes.
If he has to work extra hard, Charlie.
But me, for instance,
my God has blessed him.
I'd rather take my birthday money to help my uncle's children to go to school rather than celebrating my birthday and my uncle's children cannot.
But why not your brother's children? Why your uncle?
I'm just saying my brother or my uncle.
Okay,
I'm saying
okay, yes.
For now, my brother doesn't have children that I need
Yes.
because he's doing well. It's my uncle who is not. So I'm setting as an example.
Yes. Okay.
So when you teach children that way, and they become used to it, it can lead them to a lot of troubles.
Hey, this guy birthday.
And you see, now the most unfortunate thing is that somebody can die and leave. Let's say a teacher died, and the money with Senate is like 20,000 Ghana cedis. Should I don't know the proper word. Whether I should use foolish families. Will use the 20,000. We have children who are yet to go to school. Out of the 20,000, they spend like 15,000 to do the funeral and leave 5,000. The next year, children are begging people for money to go to school to pay their school fees.
Wow.
This is stupidity.
It's basic, but it's tradition. If
No,
you die,
what
we
tradition?
bury you.
I say whatever you do, let it please God. If I have money, even like let me say Ibrahim Muhammad, and my father died, I may say they should not bury him with coffin. Just wrap him with cloth, cover him and bury him. That coffin money I can give to somebody.
But you have enough. How much is coffin?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You have
What you
enough.
know is how much is coffin. You can buy the coffin. Make sure that all your uncle children, when they come for school fees, pay for them. Don't complain.
No. If you have money, if you don't have money, you talk different. If you have money too, you talk different. Those who have the money, they don't care.
Now, come. That coffin, if you buy a coffin for your father, does it have any significance with God?
You buried him.
No, does it have any significance with God?
Oh, but a lot of things we do don't have significance with God.
So it's not, that's what I'm saying.
But it's not all.
I said to me, that is you, to me. To me, if I
You
have
just
the
wrap
money,
him
seriously, and nothing.
and just put him in.
If you
the
think what I did is wrong, he should go and come and call me, or he should come and kill me. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though it's his money, he left a lot of properties with money. I buried him without a coffin. What I did, if it's wrong, he should go and come and call me. And do you understand what I say? Come and call me.
Yeah, he should. If he doesn't like it, he should come.
Yes, he should
Question you.
He should also kill me, or should.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
It's simple as that, and he will not do. We are just doing something to dead people. It doesn't have significance in the society. You bury your father, with that money, and tomorrow you are begging. Your school is done. You can't even pay your school fees. It's just making sense. Yeah.
So using coffin to bury people doesn't make sense to you.
No, it makes sense to people, but
No,
to me, it doesn't make sense.
Using
to me.
coffin to bury people doesn't make sense to you.
Not just coffin as such, but spending money on funerals.
Doesn't make sense to you.
Yes, we now turn funeral into parties. Funeral that we are supposed to be crying is now meat and coke and Fanta.
Yeah.
But we are supposed to celebrate childbirth because child is a gift. Somebody coming to the family is the one we are supposed to spend money the more. But that one, how many of them celebrate? But death that you go and spend money. Huh? I thought the person died is a loss. No, you are celebrating. You are happy that he died. I don't get it.
It is when you are finished crying. Yes.
Let them cry and hunger will tear them, and they'll know that this person's death caused our hunger.
Because it is once in a lifetime. It's dead. They won't do funeral again. It's once. So you do it and you.
No, I don't buy the idea of people. To be honest, viewers, I don't buy the idea of people spending money on funerals. I said that one time in Kumasi, and one lady I was dating, one woman heard me and went and told my lady's mother that guy we want yet. That I tell you I said so. She was asking me so. Oh, Papa, who are talk when I said if my own father I didn't do that. You are talking about my wife.
If her father dies, you won't bury her. Cry.
With coffee there, you are talking about my wife.
No coffin. No coffin.
I'm telling you, stop spending more money on funeral, and rather use the money to help those children, the man who died, the children, the deceased children, rather than.
Thank you, Shikafi. We've learned a lot. We'll still be here. So all your questions, let them come through. And if you agree with him, say it. If you don't, tell us why you don't agree and what your position is as well. At least Sats, Eddie, and Legend have learned something. They are going to be testing their women left, right, center. As for the test, we are going to test them. We are going to test. Me, there, I have to test for I have to test for the poison side. I think you should test for the poison.
Just pray. We should just pray and then be going for. Ladies, some women are there.
So let me just say this one. You see, one of my guys ran away from one lady because he felt that the lady has unforgiving spirit. Like if she look at her, he doesn't see her well. Like this lady, if I do yawa, she can even poison me or she can do something to me. So anytime he's going there, cry, then he's looking back. So he left. I advised him to leave the lady, and he left her. And he's alive today. He would have been dead by now.
The marriage side, there was something small that maybe I thought maybe you would have asked, like,
which one?
Why is it that some ladies are dry? As I'm saying, they are
dry like Kobe,
and some are wet.
It's not biological.
No, some are not biological. It's due to some external factors that they use.
Like Kayamata sweetener
and some things like that. Yes.
Right.
Some things that you see.
Oh, say it. You see you say it.
Yeah, I will say it.
Yeah.
We're asking some ladies about if you want to close your V.
Yeah.
You want to make it tight.
Yeah.
How do you do? Some people were saying some things. Some people were saying sit on hot water. Some people were saying always wash it with salt water. And so you see, I noticed all these things were wrong method. They are destroying the ladies. Salt is a preservative. When you put salt on meat or on fish, what happens? It shrinks. It pushes all the fluid outside and it makes it dry. It's a preservative. And the pussy is like fresh meat. The moment that liquid, that fluid that always comes, when it stays for long, is the one that smells. But sometimes people don't know and say that smell, no? They need to put medicine and they need to wash it with salt. And when they wash it with salt, it will kill the cells that produce the fluid. And it will be dry. So you perceive smell again.
Yes. You won't perceive smell.
It's just like fresh meat. When you put a fresh meat down, you see fresh meat easily. If you don't cook it or preserve it, it easily smells. That is how it is.
So when you put the salt there, it will preserve it.
Yes, or you wash it, it squeezes it
and
kills
it
the
shrinks
cells that produce the fluid. And it's that fluid that makes it taste good.
So when that fluid is gone, you are no longer wet.
You see?
You will be small, but you won't be wet.
Yes,
you will be dry.
And the unfortunate part is that some people kill those cells and they don't wet. And again, they are so close. So in this way, you ruin yourself when it comes to penetration.
You are so close and you have killed the cells that will produce the moist.
Yes, the fluid, if you are close, the fluid makes it
easier
to enter, and that's the man enjoys the sex.
Yes.
Now you've killed the cells and you are still closed. What happened?
Now
bruises,
black.
Bruises and blood.
And then you have, excuse me to say, some village boys who use saliva. Who use start there, everything. Start there, everything is guilty. He will do like this.
And some people to say if you sit on hot water,
Yeah.
you will get tight pussy.
Yes.
But it's not true. It's rather making you get open pussy.
Oh.
Because when your veins contrast,
Yes. Yes.
it rather squeezes your body and it may give you tighter pussy.
Yes.
But when you sit on hot water, the veins, the blood is hot. It melts already. The veins expand. So what have you done? You rather open it.
But you are steaming it. But when you steam it, especially if you add small spices,
they should rather use cold water or ice water.
Cold water
or ice water.
I think with hot water, they use it to kill the bruises. They use it to steam after they've gone for a night of.
Maybe they want it. Is it
Shikafi is crazy. After they've gone for a marathon and the place is hot and burning, they come and sit on the hot water to steam. It is steaming.
Yes. So oftentimes, apart from infection and other stuff, sweet or delicious pussy smells if you don't wash it often because of its freshness and the taste.
So always it is fresh and moist.
So some people are there, they can always.
So you are indirectly saying that when the pussy smells, it is sweet.
No, not in that. I said apart from infection.
Apart from infection.
Yes, but if you want to remove the smell as well, you need to always what?
Yes.
Put the clean.
But if we take the infections out,
yes.
Sweet pussy is usually moist.
Yes.
And because it is usually moist,
yes.
If it's not clean, it smells good. So clean pussy or sweet pussy smells.
I cannot confirm.
So in other words, if it is not smelling, it's not sweet.
I can't confirm that.
Get me some smelly ones, you know. And one I can.
No. Something
it's not like that.
No,
it's not like that. Then let's break it down again. Because it's usually moist, if it is not regularly clean, it smells.
Yeah, that is what I mean.
But the one which is not sweet is dry because the moisture is not there.
Yes.
And the cells that will produce it has been killed. So if it is dry and close, it might not be sweet.
However, I am not just saying that if she doesn't have moist, she doesn't smell. No. But I'm trying to say oftentimes.
Yes. There are times that she will have moist.
So some people are there, they are not moist, they don't have moisture in them, but they can smell because maybe they didn't bath for 3 days or 2 days.
Sweating, which is normal.
So moist ones.
So does it have different tastes? Are the tastes different or everybody tastes the same?
No, they have different tastes, of course.
The taste is different.
Yeah, they have different tastes, but I am not here to
go into the details of the taste. But at least you have experienced variety of tastes.
Well, did you have some experience in that? Do you have some experience?
No, I'm asking you. Shikafi.
So that is what I'm saying. That
you have had variety of
marriage is controversial with sometimes. So that is the issue. Sometimes you need to know what you will be eating and you go for it.
Yes. But can man eat one food for the rest of his life? Let's be honest as men.
Yes.
Me, I know it's
normal.
Difficult. It's highly impossible.
It's normal.
Once in a while you eat some other food. Once.
No.
Or twice. Or thrice.
Some foods are there when you eat. That's your downfall. You fall down.
Same way, the other food could be your
Some
eyes.
people are bad luck people. Some people are there. Even some children are there. They are not children ordinarily. They came through idols. Their mother could not give birth. They go to shrine to ask for children, and they give them. So when such children come, if the mother is wise, she needs to take the child for deliverance, and they will disconnect the child from the dark world. If not, whoever comes in contact with her, she can maneuver your life, your destiny, whatsoever, except you are also in a church that. So let's say you go and you sleep with such kind of children, the shrine could be a snake. You know, every shrine has a symbol, animal symbol, could be a snake. So you might be sleeping with her and your sperms will be entering inside the snake's mouth. And at the end, he used that sperms for
Rituals.
something else and for other things. And you might end up finding out later that you cannot give birth, but you don't know where it happened and how. That lady you slept with.
And now you can't even fish her out because there are many.
You see? So if you say, can you eat here, you get problem.
You get problem. So you eat from just one
It's
person.
good to know what you are eating. You'll be eating. If you want it, period. You carry it, go.
And once you carry, eat it for the rest of your life.
And the women should kindly, I beg them, a denier. Sometimes they do like they are trying to what did I say, to teach their husband's lesson or trying
to give it to him.
I won't give
it to him.
That you are doing to yourself, oh, madam. If you do and one small girl outside,
show him something.
Catch your husband, wine him very well, and he see the taste different from you. I swear, you will now be sharing the money you were taking. At least, let's say he was giving you 100 cedis every day. You will now be receiving 50, and the lady will be receiving 50.
Which is fair play.
Who ran loss?
Which is fair play.
The woman ran loss. If you don't take time, sir, he will end up chasing you away and bringing that lady there, and you say,
which is another fair play.
You'll be there praying. You'll be there running to pastors.
Yeah, it has to be fair play. Fair play. You say you won't give it to me, Abby. I'll go find some. Now take 50, make it to take 50.
That one could be fair, but at the end they might even push them away, self, because and put that one there. And they'll start going to pastors and be praying that somebody use Obanji medicine. Meanwhile, sometimes it's not medicine.
It's
just your foolishness. And you don't know that even if you deny your husband sex because you are doing it and he goes outside and sleep with somebody, he can take disease from that somebody and come and you don't know.
Yes.
And tomorrow you and him will be fine. And he will sleep with you again. Yes. And he will give it to you that sickness.
Yes.
So who made him bring that sickness?
It's you.
You.
Technically. So give it to him. Give it to him. Shikafi, we are out.
Okay.
Ready? We sign out here.